Hey guys, so it's Lady Fit here, and today I'm going to teach you all how to barbell squat. So the barbell squat is a great compound exercise to add to any workout regimen. As you guys know, regular squats help to strengthen up your quads, your glutes, your hamstrings, but the barbell squat has a lot of added benefits. It helps you strengthen your core, your upper back, your lower back, your arms. So I definitely recommend this to anyone trying to up their strength program or get stronger in this movement, generally speaking. But before we move on to anything else, you really should feel very comfortable with regular squats. Barbell squats are a little bit of an intermediate / advanced movement. So, you really should feel comfortable doing any sort of squat, making sure that your heels are firmly planted on the ground. You're hitting parallel each and every single time. Again, as you can see, I just hit parallel right there. I'm not too high, right? You can see from the other side, same thing. I can do as many of these and do these all day if I wanted to, right? So you really should feel comfortable with a regular squat before graduating to a barbell squat. I'll show you also from the back. Again, nothing is folding, my heels are on the ground, and I feel super duper comfortable with this position. You should be able to do jump squats, just to give you a more concrete example. 180-degree squats as well. You should really be able to feel really comfortable with any squat. Even a squat with a leg raise. Basically, you should be able to do any sort of squat if I throw it your way. And please feel free to download my one-sheeter form before function for your regular squat. If you feel like you need to work on that before your barbell squat, that is perfectly okay. So now, as you can see, I'm preparing for my barbell squat. I'm going to push my pelvis forward before descending, right? I'm going to let you guys see this from a different angle. As you can see, my back is rounding, my lower back is rounding, and that actually should not happen. But you'll see it from a different angle, and I promise you it's not going to happen in that one. So I'm going to show this one to you from a little bit of a closer angle. So I prepare by having my hands equidistant on the bar, right? I place the bar on my trapezius muscles, keeping my shoulder blades tight. We don't want the bar to rest on our neck, right? And again, I push my pelvis forward before pushing my butt back and descending. I just want to mention again my butt wink, or the lower rounding of the back. This is really happening because this weight is very light for me. I'm not really forced to stabilize at this weight. But please, this should not happen. You'll see it from a different angle. So here is the side view that I will show you. So again, I'm going to prepare with a tight grip, hands equidistant on the bar, pushing the bar into my trapezius muscles, stepping back, right? Making sure to stabilize my core on my descent. And you really do that by taking a deep breath in at the top, pushing your stomach out. I really should be able to punch your stomach and you are not going to feel it. That's how tight your stomach should be. And as you can see here, because I did that, I don't have a butt wink right there. A butt wink referring to the rounding of the lower back in powerlifting talk. So today I'm showing you a powerlifting squat. This is not an Olympic squat. My feet can be outside of my shoulders. My feet, no foot is further forward or further back than the other foot. They're on the same line. And I'm hitting below parallel with that squat, a little bit below parallel, which is called like hip hinge below the knee here. So I'm going to show you guys one more time from the front. Sorry, I haven't mastered my camera angles completely just yet. But I really wouldn't actually suggest wearing Jordans when you're squatting. I just happened to be wearing these today because of a class I taught earlier, which these shoes were just more apt for. But usually you would want to wear a shoe that gives you the most contact with the ground so you can produce as much force from the ground as possible. So I typically wear Converses. Running sneakers really won't cut it for this kind of movement. Sometimes people go barefoot as well. So now I'm going to show you guys what not to do while squatting. So I'm going to prepare with the bar pressed firmly into my back, core stabilized, tight grip, but I'm gonna descend and you're gonna see my heels come up off the ground. So sometimes this happens with limited ankle flexibility, weak hamstrings, or weak glutes, but you want your squat to look like you're sitting back in a chair. So this is a no-no. And I won't go into it here just for the sake of time. But if you want to know how to correct that imbalance specifically, definitely sign up for my newsletter. The link is below. So here I'm going to show you another no-no for the barbell squat, which I demonstrated earlier, but I'm going to exaggerate here. It's that lower rounding of the back. You don't want that to happen. It means your core is not stabilized. And I'm going to show you again from a different angle. So if your core isn't stable, you're going to get into that rounding of your lower back, which basically means you can really injure yourself. Your spine has to be super stable in order to field a lot of weight and in order to grow in strength. So again, push that stomach out, take a deep breath before descending, and keep that core stabilized. Another thing we want to be mindful of is the bar placement on your back. This bar clearly is off balance. The weight is falling more to the right than anything. It feels funny. I can't really do anything here. And this can be really dangerous, especially if we're fielding a lot of weight on the bar. So you want to make sure to use the knurling to really space your hands evenly. Sometimes I'll use my thumbs, just to give me a good distance so that I know that my hands are equidistant on the bar. The knurling is just that little separation from the center of the bar from the left and the right. And also use your mirror. You look at yourself in the mirror before you start to squat, before you even unrack that weight. That's really going to help keep you centered on the bar. So guys, I really hope this helps. I didn't mention it in the beginning, but safety first, or I guess in this case, safety last, but safety first. Before you even unrack that weight, or before you even step away from the rack, rather, really make sure that you can field and support that weight comfortably. The squat rack is there for a reason, to keep you safe. And for the purposes of this, when you're just starting out, always use a spotter. I don't have a spotter here because I do this all the time, but definitely use a spotter, especially if you don't have those safety bars at the lower part of the rack, like in this video. But most gyms should have that. And then maybe one day you'll be able to squat 235 pounds like me. See, no butt wink there. All right, guys, it's Lady Fit. I hope you really enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon. Peace.